this evening at the launch of Ray O'Malley's campaign for MEP. It's a real privilege for me to introduce Ray to you all. I mean, most of you here already know Ray and his great track record of achievement. This is a man of integrity, of honour, a man committed to hard work, a farmer, an entrepreneur, and an Irishman. And you can't get a better combination than that. And Pauline, it's wonderful to see you here. And I'm looking forward to this campaign. I'm looking forward to delivering this message with Ray across Ireland and our other candidates as we introduce them in the coming weeks. But this evening and this constituency is all about this man and what he can do for the voters here and how he can bring about change and ensure that voters can have their voices heard in Brussels, because Brussels is a place that you're familiar with, Ray. A place that Ray spent almost 4 years working, knows how the town works, knows how to get things done, and will be the best qualified, most capable, dedicated, hard-working man for constituents all over this constituency, and it's a big one. So Ray, I'll hand over to you. This is all about you. Thank you.
Thank you, Declan. You almost embarrassed me. Almost. Well, thank you for your very kind introduction and also for your support and encouragement. Tonight, as you're all aware, I'm launching myself as a candidate in the forthcoming European election. And I want to spend the next few minutes telling you, first of all, who I am, why I've chosen this path, what Libertas and I can do, and what we stand for in this election, and why the people of Ireland East should vote for me, the Libertas candidate. As Declan has already told you, my name is Raymond O'Malley. I'm married to Pauline. You've already known that, thanks to you, Declan. I'm from Ardee, County Louth. I'm a farmer and businessman. I take my farming and everything else I do very seriously. To give you some history of myself, 7 years ago, along with 4 other farmers, I set up Biogreen Energy Products, a company manufacturing and promoting biofuel from oilseed rape grown on Irish farms. Today, 50% of that company is owned by Golden Vale Marts, which is a farmer-owned co-op, and it's flourishing. 3 years ago, with 3 other County Louth farmers, I set up Tradeway Direct, a company that imports agricultural products like fertiliser and supplies directly to farmers, thus reducing their input costs and trying to break the monopoly that big international companies have in this market. I've also been heavily involved with IFA, which is the Irish Farmers Association, for over 25 years, and have served as Vice President in the years 2004 and 2005. But most of my time in IFA was spent helping people, helping fellow farmers to survive, wading their way through the mire of EU bureaucracy and regulations administered by our government. In January of the year 2000, I led our beef farmers in a successful national protest to achieve a fair price for their cattle from our meat plants. Some of you might remember that. We kept RTE busy for 10 days. In August 2003, I led our grain farmers in a protest against importation of substandard grain at Drogheda Port. I was prosecuted for this action by the Competition Authority. But the net result was that there was a court decision, and that court decision was very important. That court decision was, people have a lawful right to protest. I moved on from IFA with a reputation of being a fearless strategist and a man that gets things done. Why have I chosen this path? Well, I spent 4 years as president of the European Union Beef Advisory Group, and I spent a lot of my time in Brussels. I quickly learned how Brussels is run, how laws and regulations are made. The powerhouse of Brussels is the Commission, which isn't answerable or accountable to any of us. 3/4 of our laws and regulations come from these people. Add to that 15,000 well-run, well-organised, well-financed lobbyists who work in Brussels for big companies and foreign governments. These lobbyists think that Brussels is a fantastic place, and it's no wonder they've had some great results. The net result is that we get laws and regulations that are strange, to say the least. Regulations that close down our sugar beet industry. Regulations that strangle our beef industry out of business, while at the same time importing huge volumes of beef from Brazil, where no regulations on growth promoters, antibiotics, or traceability even exist. The lobbies were very successful. Regulations that virtually closed down our poultry industry, while at the same time importing poultry products from Southeast Asia, where no regulations apply. Lobbyists, very successful. Similar story with our pig industry and of course our fishing. Lately, we see new regulations banning certain agricultural chemicals for use on cereal farms. Yet, we will continue to import grain from Ukraine, Russia, South America, and other countries in the world, where these chemicals will continue to be used. Lobbyists, very successful. Our manufacturing industry in this country, and indeed right across Europe, being strangled with regulations, governing work practices and employment practices. Regulations that kill new industry and stifle small businesses. All this manufacturing has gone to Asia and other parts of the world. And yet we turn around and we import unregulated products. Products we used to make in Europe and in Ireland. Is that not strange?